So hello everyone, I am here again with Jane. Jane, get everyone away. Jane and I run yoga teacher training courses, and we are very lucky today to be joined by Charlie. And Charlie, hello Charlie, trained with us last year on our 300-hour, largely in-person yoga teacher training course. So Charlie, first question, could you summarize the experiences of training with Jane and I last year?
Yeah, I don't want to, over enthuse about it, but I've completed the course, so I was excited about that. And the long and short of it is, I think we were really lucky. Everyone on the course was super lucky to have two lead teachers. I think the breadth of knowledge and experience that you've both got, to have access to that was just really. We were just so fortunate. It gave us a sort of yin and yang approach to the whole course, and we had, you both have got a lot of strengths, obviously, but you've got particular approaches to yoga, and they are slightly different. And we benefited hugely from that, and getting a very strong anatomical slant from you, Amy, and then something more spiritual and philosophical from Jane. It was brilliant to have that dynamic. And to dive into all that. I think as well, I was probably amazed at how much depth there was in the course and how well you adapted to the changing circumstances we had last year. I think that move from in-person, which was fantastic, and I loved, to then go into an online situation, and how you both adapted to that. And now, obviously, the course being online, what I found really useful, I mean, I was busy, everyone was busy, there were lots of mothers and professional people on the course, and to have all of that online resource, have the Facebook page, have the WhatsApp group, and have every PowerPoint, every document, every assignment, every piece of paper, every lesson that was there, all of that online to refer back to, because there's just no way you could pick it all up as you went along. It was lovely to be able to sit back and go, what was that we were doing? Ah, yeah. And then go back and, sorry, I think I've lost that bit of paper. Where was it? Oh, and it's all online and it's all there. I think that was, really a huge benefit. We also benefited hugely from your approach to bringing in specialist teachers, having people to teach arm balances and yin. And then we had the talks with Tom Myers and the like. It was all just, it was a very rich experience. It wasn't just plod with the same approach with you teaching us. So those were sort of the highlights for me. But again, very surprised that we had so much access to you guys, and all of the encouragement and the mentoring and the support and the enthusiasm, and the way that you did that and enabled us all. You focused all on our individuality. Some of these yoga schools tend to churn out people who are all the same, and you can tell, they trained with so-and-so. Well, I'll tell you now, we've all got a great depth of knowledge, and we are all very confident teachers. But what we've all got, and which you two really encourage, which I think is like a major selling point here, is you just encouraged our individuality, our own passions. If you knew someone was passionate about yin, you went and you just went with it. And that is a vital aspect, I think, from this course, to encourage that individuality and not just churn out ashtangis or power vinyasa yogis or whatever. You've just got the broadest range of people, and they've all got a common thread. I think there's a little bit of you two in all of us now in how we teach.
Yeah.
But
sorry.
Yeah. No, we're very grateful for it. But yeah, that's probably my summary of it all.
It's so lovely to hear, Charlie. Yeah, I do think Jane and I complement each other. Dream team.
Yeah, we're very opposite.
Disagree, can't we, Jane?
Yeah, exactly. We have had a few.
The chakras.
Yeah, I'm going to, by the end of this year,
debate.
You'll be a chakra queen. Thank you, Charlie. It's so lovely to hear all of your feedback. Thank you. So one big thing that I want to know was, how did it feel to be the only man on the course?
Yeah, that's a good question. Let's be honest, I've been the only guy in the yoga class in 95% of the classes that I've attended since I've started. More guys need to do yoga. Um, but no, it was interesting. I felt in some ways that it was almost like being invited into a very exclusive club, and sort of peeking in and almost like I shouldn't be there in some ways. But that said, I think without a shadow of a doubt, I never ever felt anything less than one of the girls, really. Everyone was so welcoming, so supportive. um, and there was so much experience in the room. It's not like you've got a load of students who know nothing about yoga. There was those ladies knew an awful lot. So I learned a huge amount, a vast amount from them as well as you two. Yeah, there was, sometimes the conversations got a little bit interesting where you were going off down a very particularly feminine route, and everyone was looking around saying, "Oh, sorry, Charlie," but it was exactly that. It was just really inclusive, and I think if there are any guys considering this course now, being the only guy is a privilege and an honor for me. Last year, that's what I felt.
Oh, well, it was, do you know what? It was an honor to have you there. I think when you signed up, I think, yes, actually, Charlie, we need a male body.
You did say that. You did say that.
Different. But actually, it was nothing to do about being male and female. We were just lucky to have your presence. I have to be honest, though, you were the best cake maker. Your banana and chocolate cake,
Sorry, that's the thing you need to be. If you're the only man on the course, yeah, and you're doing it in person, you need to bring cake, or you need to send cake to people if you're doing it online. Definitely.
Absolutely valid point. There needs to be more men doing yoga, full stop, whether they're coming to a yoga class or training to be a yoga teacher. I think yoga needs to be as diverse as possible. And it is a fact that more women do yoga and there are more female teachers, maybe in the UK, I can't talk globally, but it's just, yes, Charlie, more men, and you must get teaching. And on that note, where are you now? What are you doing and what are your plans?
Well, as you always knew, I mean, I've got a full-time job, pretty stressful full-time job in construction, and it's gone on all the way through lockdown. So I am not teaching at the moment because of lockdown. I always came at this very much loving that vibe of an in-person class. And I probably was really attracted to teaching in that environment. So I haven't really had the time or the inclination to embrace the online stuff. And yoga teaching was always going to be ancillary to my main job. That said, I think what's important as a result of the course is where I am with my teaching is ready. I feel completely ready. I feel confident, I feel excited, and I feel like I can do it now. You've gone through the course, and I'll be honest, you go through the course thinking it will be different next month. I'll feel a bit more like it next month. And I had lots of doubts, and as you both know, all the way through. And it's only when I got to probably month 10, I was thinking, well, do you know what? Maybe this thing could happen. And the last couple of months, it all sort of gels together. So if there are any doubts of people up to that point, just hang on in there, because it does all come together towards the end. So I'm ready to teach. I've got a little window of opportunity in a wonderful studio in St Agnes. In fact, that's the one there.
Newly painted.
Yeah, newly painted. Thank you very much. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to setting things up, and I'm slowly getting myself organised with domain names and all that sort of stuff in between work. But yeah, I'm ready to go and excited, and yeah, I can't wait for lockdown to end and for everybody to slowly get back into teaching in person.
Yeah, well, we can't wait to welcome you to the studio. And Studio 2 is newly painted, looking beautiful and ready for someone to breathe some life back into it. But I think just to finish, you touched on a really important point there. Like, we train to be a yoga teacher for lots of different reasons. And sometimes it's just to deepen our knowledge and our practice. And maybe we do just teach one class a week, and it's not our main job, but it's just a way that we share yoga with the world. So thank you.
I would like to say, I think if anyone is considering this course, I think it's really important to, I mean, when I was considering it, I came and was fortunate enough to train with you both in person. But I would certainly do your online classes. I would talk to you guys, and maybe even, you know, if there are any doubts, then by all means talk to, I'm sure any of the guys that were on the course would be happy to talk to anyone who's considering the course. But the crucial thing, I think, having done it, is do it. Just do it. If you're thinking about it, do it. Don't delay. Your practice will never be at that point where you know, are Instagram ready and everything else. Your practice is perfect now. The position you are in the world is perfect now. Everything, just don't delay, you know, because there will never be a better time or a perfect time. It is right now to do it. So yeah, just do it.
Charlie, we have taught you so well. Jane, look at those words.
Wow, thank you, Charlie. You're so right, though. It's just, I think there'll never be the right time for anything, you know, and you won't know until you do it. And, you know, you don't
exactly
have to become a yoga teacher by the end of it. You know, you don't have to be like full-time yoga. You don't even have to do one class a week. You can just do it for you.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, everyone has their own experience.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, Charlie, it's been so lovely to see you. I find these interviews, I love them, but then I also get a bit sad. I think we're not together at the moment.
No, I've been watching them as well, feeling exactly the same.
Yeah. We will be together soon. And of course, we have got a planned reunion, haven't we, when restrictions lift and cover physical adjustments.
Yes. Without post-it notes. Yeah.
That will happen one day. Oh, look, thank you everyone for coming, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.